Shout out to brother Malcolm X. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday to superhero Malcolm X. Well, he's one of my superheroes, and I'm pretty sure he's a superhero to a lot of people, and not just black, contrary to rumor. Malcolm X was a scholar. He taught us discipline. He taught us how to be a man, how to take care of our family. And he's the original OG of the phrase standing on business. He the one coined the term that became popular by any means necessary, which a lot of people saw that as like a threatful way to, I guess a threat. But Malcolm X didn't give a shit. You take it how you want to take it. That's not how I meant it, but if you take it that way, oh well. That is what Malcolm X was all about. He was the epitome of manhood, as well as the epitome of black manhood. So today we celebrate his birthday on May 19th, on this Monday, 2025. I don't want to go into, oh, Malcolm X would have been this old. They always be like, if such and such would have lived, they would have been 209. No, they wouldn't. They would be dead. People don't live that damn long. I think they said that something about MLK would have been like 100 and something. Like, he would have been, even if he didn't get assassinated, at this point, he would have been pretty much, safe to say he probably would have been dead from natural causes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. Oh, such and such. If George Washington would have lived, he would have been 345. He would have been a corpse anyway. It's kind of bad to say that, but it's the truth. Back to Malcolm. Malcolm was he taught me game. I listened to a lot of his go back and listen to a lot of his speeches. He taught me game. He taught how to be a man to a woman. Talking about standing up and being your own man, especially black men. He taught us like do for self. Stop depending on these people who have oppressed you for hundreds of years to give you a foot up. Do for self. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in change no more. You do for self. Go out and get your own bread. I'm gonna give y'all some Malcolm X quotes. You know what I'm saying? One of his quotes that got me was, I'm trying to think of the quote he said. You be kind, you be a gentleman, and you be helpful. You be respectful to other people. But if somebody put their hands on you, you put them in the graveyard. Now, a lot of people thought that one particular, I probably didn't say it how he said it, I didn't say, verbatim, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And this quote, I think a lot of people back in the day, especially the people of the other persuasion, saw this as a threat. But it's not a threat. It's that you be good to people. He's saying being good and respectful and kind to everybody. You ain't got to be an asshole to everybody. Just be a good person to everybody. Try to help people and helpful and be respectful to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If somebody see that respect and see it as weakness and want to probably try to put their hands on you, you send their motherfucker ass to the graveyard. You ain't got no business putting your hands on me. And a lot of people see that as a threat, especially a lot of white folks. Because they see us as we just let bygones. That's why they love Martin so much. Because Martin was on the turn the other cheek shit, which eventually he was on some Malcolm X shit before they assassinated him. He was like, shoot, I'm kind of with Malcolm. Towards the end of his life, this is what but before Martin was all about peace and love. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hits you, do something to you, you turn the other cheek. He was on that nonviolence. He was on that towards the end, in the beginning of his career. And that was one of his selling points. I think that a lot of other races joined on because they don't like for us to fight back. That was a good, non-fighting back black people campaign. So they really pushed that. Yeah, let us whoop your ass and y'all just sit there and take it. Which is the reason I think they like they like Martin so much. Because Martin was on some kumbaya shit. You can go, they used to go to the diners and they would pour milk on their head to get them to leave. Malcolm was like, anybody touch you put their ass in the grave. Don't give a damn who they are. Thus is why a lot of white folks didn't like Martin. And thus is why I think his birthday is not being observed. Because he was on some fight back shit. Hell, we let these motherfuckers move Martin Luther King's birthday. His birthday is not on the month. His birthday, they always have his birthday the week following his real birthday. Martin Luther King was born on January 15th. He was born on him and my mama share the same birthday. They Capricorns. His birthday is on January 15th. But whenever the 15th doesn't fall on a Monday, we gotta celebrated not on his birthday, but the following month. They don't do that shit for nobody else. If it's Christopher Columbus' birthday, they have it on Christopher Columbus' birthday. If it's George Washington bullshit ass birthday, they gonna have it on George Washington. You know, see what I'm saying? But Martin, they want to. It's inconvenient for the white folks, so they gonna move the shit around. Just want to be nasty. So we just gonna do what the fuck we want to do. We can take their Harold's birthday and change it wherever the fuck we want to change it. What are you gonna do about it? Rerun shit. But Martin, they ain't not Malcolm. They're not gonna celebrate Malcolm. Malcolm was on some motherfucker. You put your hands on me, nigga. I am popping your ass. But like I said, Martin and Malcolm, they finally came together, man. They didn't see eye to eye, but they kind of, like I said, Martin. Even though Malcolm passed away before Martin was assassinated, Martin began to see towards the end of his life that, you know, Malcolm was right. Martin was like, Malcolm was right. I'm on some bullshit. He said, that's why he said the quote, I feel like I've sent my people into a burning building. Because you talking about assimilating with these people that hate us. Well, Malcolm was like, well, fuck them people that hate us. Let's go start our own shit. That's what Malcolm was on. Let's stop kissing their ass and go start our own companies and stuff like that. Let's work for each other and pool our money together so we can all have something as a group. And that was what the essence of Malcolm was all about, man. And he was one of my favorite people. And I've heard about Malcolm X even before the movie came out. My mom would kind of talk about Malcolm X. She was really into Malcolm X, like speeches and stuff. Even though my mom wasn't, she was, a Seventh-day Adventist. She wasn't a Nation of Islam, but she agreed with some of the stuff that Malcolm talked about. So when I was younger, I had heard about Malcolm X, but I just didn't know too much about him until Brother Spike Lee came out with that movie X, which made me want to dig into Malcolm X even more. And I think Spike, for him doing that movie, opened up a lot of stuff to a lot of brothers that didn't even know he existed. And word, this brother had an AK standing by the window ready to pop a motherfucker. We were all taught, and that's why they didn't bring Malcolm to the mainstream. Martin was more safe. Let the white people, let the white folks whip your ass and spray down water codes and sick dogs on you, and you just turn the other cheek and don't do nothing. So they really pumped that. Us just sitting back getting our ass whooped. Malcolm was like, nope, pop their ass. They come with that bullshit, pop their ass. Shout out to Rodney. But yeah, they was on some kumbaya stuff with Martin, and that's why Martin got pushed to the forefront and Malcolm kind of got pushed to the back. He was kind of people like him and Huey P. Newton, who was on some fighting back shit. One of the co-founders of the Black Panthers party out of Oakland. On some hell no, they was getting their guns and shit, walking around, But they was like, be a man. You ain't got. Why we got to cower to these people? Who are these people? We got to lick their ass. They nobody. They flim. They steal shit. They taking stuff from us. We invent stuff. They take it from us. Stop kissing these motherfuckers' ass. And that's what Malcolm was all about. Do for self and stop kissing people's asses that don't look like you. Anybody ass. Be a man. That's what Malcolm X spoke manhood into black men. And I think that, and not just black men in period. Because you got to think, Malcolm X influenced a lot of people over in Dubai, a lot of Middle Easterns. They celebrate Malcolm X's birthday. But the only person who don't celebrate is America. Because America got, they ain't with black men having balls.
They used to black men who talk like this, and hi there, and just fall in line with whatever you want me to do, Bobby.
Or they like black men to talk like this. So I'm so being stuck on the Boston ball. They want us to be like that. They'll promote that. But, a black man to talk like this, what's going on with it? They ain't finna promote that unless it's on some gang shit or some make us look bad shit. But Malcolm X loved everybody, and that's what people didn't get. Like I said, that's why he's loved all over the world. Like a lot of people mourned his death when he passed, not just America. People over in India, London, like Muslims all over the world, from all different creeds and colors mourned Malcolm when he passed. They want to make it that he was just a hero for black people. No, Malcolm was a hero for all people. So today we celebrate Malcolm, and I thank you, Malcolm, for doing what you did, brother. You can hear my energy in the great beyond. I feel bad that I didn't get a chance to meet you, but you was before my lifetime. But I don't know, maybe it's still time. Maybe I'll see you one day, man. Shout out to Malcolm X. Have a birthday.